In this section we'll have a look at the student-teacher view of a student, and it's a very powerful view because it gives you all in one screen all of the key indicators of that student without having to search around for them. You can see it's made up of multiple panels. There's a panel for the basic details of the student with their name and address, quick notes section so you can display any quick notes that you need to know about that student during the day, a list of the emergency contacts of that student with their key telephone numbers, email addresses, in this case the mother and father are there. With regard to the student's performance at school, their attendance, behaviour, any exclusions and achievements that they have. And just below there you can see the student's timetable, and highlighted in blue there will actually be the class that they're in at this very moment. Further down, different panels then for other key parts of the system: attendance, behaviour, achievements, assessment, special needs and the classes. Each of these sections will hyperlink to further details behind them. So for example, if I have a look at the key indicators for attendance and click on my hyperlink, that'll bring up the attendance details screen for that student. It'll show me every single detail of that child's attendance initially so far this year with a chart. So here I can see all the morning and afternoon attendance for that student, and some summary information here such as percentages of attendance for certain days of the week. I can change the views on this. I can look at a month view rather than a daily view, which just pivots the table ever so slightly for me. And then if you're using the lesson monitor module in SIMS, you can actually have a little look then at the individual attendance for every single class that that child takes. You can see here that I've got attendance for all of the periods across the week, including AM and PM. Also, the chart here and the descriptions display that information too, but it shows it in a perspective of lessons rather than just AM, PM periods. In a lot of places on the SIMS screen you'll find effective date buttons. If I click on here, for example, and change my date back to 2011 and have a look at exactly 12 months ago, what that'll do then, if I refresh the screen, it'll show me Jimmy's attendance from last year. Going back to the front screen again, we can have a look at some of the other indicators that exist on the system. Down here, the attendance view is the same as I just showed you. Behaviour, if we click on behaviour, then that'll show you the behaviour module and all of the details of Jimmy's good behaviour or bad behaviour as the case may be. Here I can see for this academic year, 2011-2012, Jimmy's achieved 135 achievement points, 71 behaviour points, which gives him net points of 64. He's had 1 detention and 1 report card. Now within each of these sections as well, you can actually have a look inside those achievement or behaviour records and open them up and look at the detail behind them. And there's the finer detail there of when that incident was recorded and more details about it. I can actually record new incidents in here if I want to by clicking on the new button. Further down I have a link to the assessment record of Jimmy, so that just shows you his assessment results within a given date range. In this case here it's just for this academic year so far. And further on the right hand side I've got some more links here to things such as examinations for recording things such as GCSE or external examinations of any sort, courses that Jimmy happens to be taking. I can see his curriculum plan and his timetable too. And if I click on timetable, you see here across the week Jimmy's timetable. Within the timetable view, I can be reasonably flexible with this as well. I can have a look at the distribution across the week of when he's sitting a particular class. I can change it to show the actual individual class code that he takes, and for each class code then the class and the teacher involved. If I click on the class hyperlink, that'll show me all of the other students who are taking that class along with Jimmy, which is printable as well. I've got a print button at the top of the screen so I can print that list out. Or I can have a look at the teacher record for the teacher that's actually teaching that class for him, which I shall bring up just here.